Whew. Wow. That's all I have to say for that fucking episode. Just wow. Tokyo Ghoul, episode 1 review. Amazing. Like, Studio Perriott really knows how to start a fucking series like this, okay? So much was great in this fucking episode, so let's just get right into it. So, for what we know of the plot so far, it's basically that Tokyo is being, I guess, overrun, you could say, by these creatures known as ghouls, which look exactly like humans except for their eyes, which change drastically when they want it to, although they can make them look just like regular eyes, so they can blend in with regular society if they want to. And they survive off of eating humans. Okay. They have to eat humans to survive. Basically, all other food, all real food to them tastes like shit. Okay. And they can't stand it, so they have to eat human beings in order to survive. Alright. And our main male character, I forget what his name was. I'll look it up here real quick as I'm talking. He ends up going on a date with this girl that he likes. And he ends up, once he walks her home after the date, she ends up trying to eat him. However, some of these like bars that are high up in the sky end up falling down on her and supposedly killing her. And he's saved, and someone ends up finding him, I guess, and taking him to the hospital, and he ends up getting organ transplants, which, that's something I do want to mention. Okay, his name is Ken Kaneki. I'm just going to call him Ken. So, Ken ends up being taken to the hospital by someone, and I suspect that this doctor, this doctor obviously illegally gave him organ transplants, because he didn't even confirm it with whoever this guy's guardian is or anything. Actually, he is 18, so he might live on his own, but I'm still pretty sure he has to confirm it with somebody. So I suspect that maybe he's, like, high up trying to create ghouls, or maybe he's a ghoul himself or something, because that was kind of bullshit, giving him organ transplants. And the organs came from Ken's date, who was a girl named Rize Kamishiro, who was the actual ghoul. So I suspect that Ken ended up becoming a ghoul because of these organ transplants. And I know he transplanted an eye into him, so I'm not sure if that's the reason why he became a ghoul, and if he took the eye out, he'd be perfectly fine again, or if maybe they transplanted other organs into the end, or maybe, regardless, it's just irreversible, period. I mean, there's still a lot about that's kind of unconfirmed at this point. But needless to say, our main male character, Ken, is a ghoul now. Yeah. He's a ghoul now because there's some douchebag doctor like that. Alright, and he basically has this, like, craving for human flesh, but he still has regained his humanity in the sense that he doesn't want to eat human flesh. But the urge is just too great. And this series, or at least this episode, did the psychological aspect so well. Okay. Because you could really see his mental struggle clearly. He still has regained his humanity in the sense that he doesn't want to eat human flesh. But the urge is just forcing him to. And at the end, this other ghoul girl named Toka Kirishima, I'll just call her Toka, ends up shoving some human, basically, into his mouth. Which I actually thought was kind of humorous. She's just making him eat it so that he'll end up giving in, to her, hopefully. Alright, and I'm not sure if she'll become a major character or not, but she was pretty vital in the last part of this episode, though. And really, it's just this episode, the plot of this episode and the psychological aspects were just done so perfectly. And this is the type of anime that I love. Really, while watching this episode, I got two vibes from two different anime. The first anime I got kind of vibes from was because of how dark it was episode 1 of Black Bullet. That's not a good thing. We can all see how that turned out. hopefully it doesn't go that route. Does it say here how many episodes there will be? No, it does not. In fact, there's not really much on about the anime on this site. Or on this page, this Wikipedia page. I'll have to fix that. Anyways, though. So, yeah, there's just so much that they did right now. The animation. Studio Period. This animation is some of the best I've ever seen from Studio Period. They are really going all out here, okay? The animation in this episode is incredible. It really is. Like, oh man. There's hardly any scenes in this fucking episode where something, at least one thing or more, isn't moving. Which just shows you how much budget is going into this, and I really hope that they don't end up running out eventually. I really hope that they're able to take this all the way through the series. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I really hope they're able to take this animation throughout the entirety of the series. Because this looks so beautiful, and the art looks really cool too. I'm not really sure what to call this. The art kind of reminded me of Shinsekai Yori in a way, actually. How smooth and watery, I guess you could say it looked. Which I'm a really big fan of myself. Oh, I forgot the other anime it reminded me of. It kind of reminded me of Attack on Titan in a way. How the Titans, eat humans and whatnot. And how the humans really can't do anything about it. The only difference here is that it seems like ghouls have to eat humans in order to live, in which Titans don't. They just eat humans just for the hell of it. But it did kind of bring that to mind here, though. Okay. And the music was amazing, too. I definitely have to mention that. The music's being done by Yutaka Yamada. And it was very well done. So anyways, I think I'm going to just about wrap up this review, though. Anyways, if this keeps up throughout the entire course of the series, I honestly think that it'll be anime of the season and possibly anime of the year material, because this was outstanding. I very much enjoyed it. Anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. These after guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.